Hare Krishna Gurudev.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Pranam.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
You can start now.
Okay. Okay. Nama Om Vishnu Padya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Tirtha Swami Nityanamne Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Sitanmani Shri Gaura Karana Sakti Bhakti Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharya Nirvisesa Sumya Pastatya Desatya Om Gyana Timirandasya Yananjana Salate Chakkulunmilitam Jana Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sapitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadama Vindadati Swa Padantikam Pandiham Sri Gurun Sri Yuttapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaguna Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajiva Sadhuitam Savaduta Orijana Sahita Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Savaguna Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisavana Sute Devi Pranamani Hari Priya Vanchaka Kataru Gascha Upasam Divyayi Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Sri Harinam Prabhu Ki Jai Hare Krishna. Today we continue our discussion on Harinam Sankirtan. So we are beginning from role of Sankirtan in Bhakti. So we'll look at the overview for today and look at the contents for today. What is Bhakti? How is Bhakti performed? The role of Sankirtan in Bhakti. The nature of Harinam. Then, what is the connection with Sri Krishna through Harinam? So, we have a lot of feasts to feast. What is Bhakti? Before defining Sankirtan's role in Bhakti, let's see what is Bhakti. It is important to understand what do we want to do. Then we can do it properly with the proper attitude. If you don't understand what we want to do, it's not possible to do it nicely. That's why we have seen a lot of failures in the life of devotees. And it may be surprising to many devotees when we say that many of us do not know the purpose of being in the path of bhakti. Many people do not know the purpose or doesn't have a purpose. In a situation like that, we'll be floating. Floating, example is when you throw a football in a running ring. Football, it's already pumped full, so there's air inside. If it is not it's a flat football, it will not float. Even if it float, it will be very slow. But if you throw a pumped football on the water, it will go very, very fast with the current. If you throw a stone in the water, it will not float, it will go down. Those who have a purpose in Christian consciousness and they constantly remind themselves about the purpose of Christian consciousness, they will not float. They will succeed. Perfect example is Laprabhupada. He has a purpose of establishing the International Society for Christian Consciousness. So you will see that even though he has passed through so many difficulties, so many situations that seems there's no head, he persisted and he succeeded. He told His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj, you know, this case is a hopeless case. This case we are having at hand is a hopeless case, but you know me, I'm very hopeful. That is a person who has a purpose in life. He has a purpose in what he's doing. Therefore, obstacles for him will be a stepping stone, but not an obstacle. But those who have no purpose in Christian consciousness, obstacles are stumbling blocks. You may ask me, if I don't have a purpose, why I'm honored in Christian consciousness? I'm chanting Hare Krishna. Is that not a purpose? I tell the Mangalati, is that not a purpose? I take prasadam, I'm doing some preaching. Is that a purpose? I have many followers. Not a purpose? That is 100% different from having a purpose. It's 100% different. Yes, we are chanting Hare Krishna. Yes, we are chanting Hare Krishna. What is the quality of the chanting? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur say one can chant Hare Krishna mantra, attain perfection now. And one can chant Hare Krishna and attain perfection after a million births. What is responsible for that? Purpose. To have a purpose, you will succeed. Yes, I am doing preaching and I have a lot of followers. What is the destination of our followers? What is the destination? Where are they going? That should be clearly understood. So even Ashura, they have a lot of followers. Ashura, they have a lot of followers. So having followers is not a qualification for going back to Godhead because many people have it. It's different. So a purpose-driven Krishna conscious person will not waste time, will not look at this material world with attraction. He will look at the material world as Krishna has described it, a place of miseries because it's a temporal place. That will be the vision. So one will look at it a different way. The person who is traveling will not be attracted to any other place except his destination. That's the purpose or the sign of having a purpose in Christian consciousness. So it is very, very important for us to know what is the purpose of our being in Christian consciousness. Then we can understand all the intricacies of bhakti. So what is bhakti? Anya bilasita sunyam jnana karmadi nagritam anukulena Krishna anusinanam bhakti uttam. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service. That is called devotional service. When Anyabila Sita are Sunya, they are made zero. Like we have a clean sheet. Yeah, this is Sunya. Clean, there's nothing there. Yes, that is Sunya. Material desires, speculative knowledge is zero. And the word Adi, Karma Adi, Adi means there are other things like yoga, desire to go to heaven. When all these things are made zero, they are nil in the heart. Only Anukulena, exclusive devotion. Exclusive devotion. The reason we are doing bhakti is to give Krishna pleasure. That is Uttam Bhakti. It is exclusive because it is reserved only for Krishna. Srila Prabhupada said, when we are talking of bhakti, we are talking about Krishna consciousness. But if we are talking about the puja, it's a different thing. If one avoid puja for demigods, a person may call not courteous. But if a person does not do bhakti, one is condemned. That's the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, text 47 purpose. 47 purpose, chapter 6. So bhakti, when you say devotion, we're looking at three things. When we say bhakti, we're looking at three things or three persons. Whenever there is bhakti, there are three things, there are three persons to look at. A bhakta, a bhagwan. In between them, then bhakti. The three are there. So when there is the Supreme Person of Godhead and there's a devotee, in between them, there is bhakti. You know that? That is bhakti. And then you can check 11 to 42. What is bhakti in practice? This is bhakti in philosophy and the process. But what is bhakti in practice? 11 to 42. The sloka beginning with bhakti. So let us look at what is that. When we say bhakti, it's a common word which we use every day. Every day. It's a common word. Bhakti yogi, bhakti, devotion is what we do we use the word every day. It's a common word. Bhakti pares anubhavo virakti. Bhakti, that's the first word. Anyatra chayasa trika eka kala. Prapadyanmanasya tatasnatha shush. Tushti. Pustihi. Shud. Apayo. Dasam. Devotion, that's the first word is here. What is bhakti? Devotion. Bhakti means what? Devotion to Krishna, not to any person, not to any demigod. Bhakti is not for any demigod. Bhakti is for Krishna. We say bhakti, that's for Krishna. Say the word exclusive is used. Direct experience of the Supreme and detachment from other things. These three occur simultaneously for one who has taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhakti means devotion, direct what? Seeing Krishna directly. Seeing Krishna directly. That's bhakti. Bhakti will manifest Krishna. It will produce Krishna. That is bhakti. Directly we see Krishna. And what is the proof? Detachment. One is detached from everything material. Sunya. Zero. All material things, zero. Not just few percent. Zero. Sunya means zero. An example is given. In the same way that pleasure, nourishment, and relief from hunger come simultaneously and increasingly. Where is the way, the beauty of our words? Beauty. It is sufficient to say simultaneously. See, it is qualified by adding the word increasingly. Means what? The other day we were discussing, 30 items of the quality, 30 qualities. And the money said every human being should develop these 30 qualities. So we were explaining them one after each of the items that the money may say. We are going one by one. So the material things, when one get material things, you are exhausted. You don't want to get. But when one get bhakti, you want more. You want more. Why? Because Krishna continued to increase in quality every moment. Krishna's beauty increases every moment. So Krishna, the gopis were asking Krishna, you see Krishna every day, but you behave as if you're a new person you are seeing. For Srimati Radharani, is a new person. She doesn't see the same. How do we see our deities? How do we see our deities? When we see our deity, what do we see? We see the ornament. Is it not? What do we see? Srimati Radharani, when he sees Krishna, is new. That is spiritual life. That is spiritual world. That is Krishna consciousness. That is Vrindavan, and that is Krishna. So the word here, increasingly, with each bite for a person engaged in eating. Is it not? As hunger is going, our attachment to Krishna is increasing. That's what it means. Just like as hunger is going, nourishment and satisfaction comes in to diminish hunger. So devotion, direct experience of Krishna and detachment automatically becomes the experience of a bhakta. So bhakta, Bhagwan, bhakti. There are three persons. When these three persons are there, then they receive bhakti. That is bhakti. That is bhakti. Yes. Sri Jiva Goswami has explained this analogy as follows. Bhakti or devotion may be compared to tusti, satisfaction, because they are both from the pleasure. They are both, because they both take the form of pleasure. Yes. Paresanubhava, experience of the Supreme Lord, and pusti, nourishment, are analogous because both sustain one's life. Both of them, they sustain one's life. This is bhakti. So we should have a clear vision about what we are trying to do. This is bhakti. Yes. Sarvapa divinir muktam, tatparatuna nirmalam, hrisike na hrisike sa, sevanam bhakti. Bhakti or devotional service means engaging all our senses in the service of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of all the senses. When the spirit soul renders service unto the Supreme, there are two side effects. See, bhakti. There are two side effects. One is free from all material designations, and one's senses are purified simply by being employed in the service of the Lord. Seben mukehi jiwado. The senses, which is very dull, they become very sharp when they are engaged in the service of the master of the senses. That is how the senses get purified to begin to do what they're supposed to do. So Srila Prabhupada introduced Mahaprasada. Yes. Yes, it will purify the senses. And he gave us the holy name and devotional service. So, and then hearing about Krishna. By doing these activities, purification is coming gradually, increasingly, increasingly. As the unnecessary things are decreasing, the necessities are increasing. It's a replacement. Just like when the darkness goes, light is replacing. That's how it happens. It is nature, natural way that things works. Like bhakti. Yes, you understand. If you don't understand, or one who understands cannot waste his or time to look at what this person is doing, what that person is doing. These things will be there, but bhakti will not give us time to waste for these things. They just pass by a devotee, but non-devotees, they will become our deity to worship. So we're meditating on all these things. And as we continue to meditate on these things, this is where we will remain until Yamara will tell us, Aribo, we have to move now. Huh? Yes, you have spent 100 years doing what? Waiting for all the things in this material world. Didn't move forward. So let us understand what is bhakti, how it is experienced. Here, it is not mentioned that someone will tell you that you are a Christian conscious person. He didn't mention here. Say direct, paresa anubhav, paresa. You will directly experience Krishna, directly. Just like if you're eating. Who tells you to stop eating? Somebody? No, yourself knows that my belly is full. Similarly, we make advancement in Krishna consciousness, we will be giving up all the necessary things, all of them. So we know, yes, something is taking place. The things which we are attracted to, the things which we are attached to, they will not have any meaning to us again. It's a proof of making an announcement. Don't misunderstand. When pure devotees are lamenting, oh Krishna, since I have not seen you, my inauspicious day is becoming unbearable. I don't know how to handle these inauspicious days. That is a spiritual lamentation in ecstasy. She don't misunderstand it and think that she Brahma Buddha Prasanatma. That is that is Mother Ramachandra Puri. Ramachandra Puri. With Ishwari Puri, they don't say that. Only Ramachandra Puri said that. Ishwari Puri didn't say it. Because they are on different level, they are different platforms. He saw his spiritual master as an advanced devotee experiencing prema. Because he got a blessing from his spiritual master. Ramachandra Puri did not get blessing, he got a curse from his spiritual master and from other devotees. So he didn't see his spiritual master to be a devotee. He sees spiritual master as an ordinary person, the subject of his instruction. He's an instructing his guru. Buddha Prasanatman, Nasotati Nakashati. Sama service you Buddhist, you. The guru cursed me again. I don't want to see your face. Get out. But he didn't tell Ishwari, I don't want to see your face. I want to see your face. That's bhakti. It's bhakti. Yes. Let's continue. Does it make sense? Make sense? Yes, we should try to understand what we're doing. How is bhakti performed? Saravanam Kirtana Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Bandanam Dasham Satyam Atma Nivedan. Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing, chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu. Hearing, chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu. Remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with the 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with the body, with the mind, and with the words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. Devotional service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Lord Nityananda Prabhu, your body, all the ornament on your body from head to toe, they are all 9 limbs of bhakti. Nothing else. But how many people see that? How many people see? People say, how is this a Swami? Look at his body. This is a sense gratifier. Let me go and steal this ornament from him. When they look at it, we said, see the 9 leaves of bhakti decorate your body. You are Nitya Ananda. And what he saw, he didn't see anything else. That is what devotees will see. And will see the Supreme Personality of God. He will see this 9. activities are all there in the body of Lord Nityananda. He carried them, he used them to decorate his body. This is what he used to decorate his body. And the Supreme Lord, this is what we see. This is Bhakti. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were doing his wedding, the same thing. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he provided everything. The Brahman thread, the leaf, and everything they used in the ceremony. They were all expansions of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. That is why the Brahmanas were asking for. They were asking. They will go and come back and collect. They will go back and come and collect. And sometimes they got noticed. Sir, they're coming 3 times. No, I'm just coming for the first time. I'm just coming for the first time. But the time I was say, give them 3 times. Give everybody three times, not once. So that the Brahmana will not tell lie. The Lord is protecting his devotees. That is bhakti. Bhakti is a protective device. Bhakti. So the bhaktas, they have the Sudarshan chakra or the Vishnu standing behind the bhaktas. Yes. So Prahlad Maharaj is discussing this. Bhakti, let us understand. Prahlad Maharaj is here. When we say Prahlad, what are we looking at? When we say Prahlad, what are we looking at? Seeing Prahlad, hearing Prahlad, and touching Prahlad Maharaj. You go back to God. 3 things. Go back to God. Just that. Back to God. That is bhakti. And if one is looking at the Prahlad enviously as an enemy, like his father, go back to God. Yes, if you are looking at him favorably, touching him and hearing him, oh, go back to God. All right? The role of Sankirtan in Bhakti Yoga. Padalera Madhya Shristhanava Veda Bhakti Krishna Prema Krishna Ditya Dare Mahashakti Tara Madhya Sarva Shristha Nama Sankirtana Nira Parade Namalai Lepaya Premadana. Among all the ways of executing devotional sex, the 9 prescribed methods are the best. For these processes have great potency to deliver Krishna and ecstatic love for him. These 9 processes of bhakti has the potency to deliver Krishna to whoever follow this process. And ecstatic love. Ecstatic love for Krishna. 2 benefit. Of the 9 processes of devotional service, the most important is to always chant Harina, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
If one does so, avoiding the 10 kinds of offenses, one very easily obtains the most valuable jewel of praise. The jewel of praise will become our rightful claim. If we can do this Nam Sankirtan offenselessly, and if we want to do it offenselessly, let us try to appreciate devotees. We should cultivate the mentality of appreciating devotees. If we don't appreciate devotees, Please try to understand. Devotees. We should try to appreciate it. Can you imagine? It's just a simple word, but can we look at it very carefully? If you look at it very carefully, imagine all of us here. Let's create this. We are in a community. All of us on here, all of us in this association, we are all in the same place. How do we think it will be? And my question, how do you think it will be if all of us are living just to appreciate each other? What will that environment be? Tell me. Huh? What do you think? Yes, from the audience. What do you think? Suppose all of us were living together in a community. Surabi Farm Community. We're all living there, all of us are living in Surabi community, appreciating each other, valuing each other. What will be our experience in that environment? Huh?
No, nobody would want to leave that place, Gurudev.
How will that experience be? How will it be if all of us, I want all of us to have this experience, to have this consciousness, appreciating each other in this Surabi project. What will be that environment when all of us are appreciating each other? How will you call that environment? How will it be?
There will be love
Ecstatic.
all around and
Huh?
sorry.
It will be Goloka, Gurudev.
Goloka Vrindavan. That is
Every day it
Goloka.
should be blissful.
That is Goloka, yes. I want all of you here to live in Goloka. Goloka. We shouldn't live anywhere because that is what Prabhupada came to give us. Goloka. So the purpose we are doing this is to help us live in Goloka. This is the purpose. We started this discussion from being purpose driven. So our purpose of this discussion is to help all of us live in Goloka level. How do we do that? By appreciating each other. To appreciate each other. How do you feel when someone appreciates you? How do you feel? It's practically. How do you feel when someone is appreciating you? How do you feel? How do you feel? You'll be happy. You'll be happy. How will someone appreciate you if you don't appreciate that person? Nobody will appreciate you if you don't appreciate someone. So we are all responsible for what we want our Christian conscious life to be. We are all responsible for making that happen. We are responsible. All of us are responsible. We should appreciate each other. To have that Vaikuntha, Goloka experience. Let us have that experience. That is my purpose of being with you this evening. All right? Do you agree with me?
Yes, Gurudev.
I want to hear. If you
Yes.
am talking to people here, I want to hear. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, Gurudev.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes, Gurudev.
Yes, Gurudev.
Christians, they have a better mentality than us. Christian, if their pastor tell them, in the name of Jesus, everybody, yeah. You say Hare Krishna. Everybody keep quiet. You should be enthusiastic. You should be enthusiastic. Christian concept means life. It's life. It's not dull moment. It's life. So we should be cheerful. Yeah, die. That has to be our response. Not keeping quiet. We say Hare Krishna. Is it an offense to tell someone Hare Krishna? Is it an offense to be happy? Huh? No. It is joy. Let us be joyful in Christian consciousness. Yes, let's continue. Yes. Can move forward now. Go to the next. Other processes are dependent on Nam Sankirtan. That is a fact. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that. All other 9 processes depend on chanting the holy name. Srila Jiva Goswami says, Yadhyanya Bhakti Kalu Kartavya Tada Kritanakya Bhakti Samyoga Naiva Ityuktam. Even though in the age of Kali one may perform the above 8 branches of bhakti, nevertheless, one must perform kirtan as the principal way of advancing in sadhana bhakti. The Srimad Bhagavatam says, Jagyai Sankirtana Prajairi Jajanti Sumedasa. Those who are intelligent in this age of Kali will worship the Lord through the performance of Sankirtan. On account of this, it is determined from an objective point of view that of all processes of devotional service, Nam Sankirtan is the best. Nam Sankirtan is the best. If you don't chant Hare Krishna mantra, your deity worship is not deity worship. It's something else, not deity worship. If you don't chant Hare Krishna, your service is cooking for the Lord, not suitable for the Lord to eat. A person who is not chanting, what is the use of your preaching? What is the value of the preaching or hearing? What is the value if one is not chanting? One is not qualified to touch the deity without chanting. Only by chanting one is qualified. At minimum, one must chant at least 4 rounds before you enter the kitchen to cook or enter the deity room to do service. Otherwise, you are going there to disturb the Lord. And they are going to cook contamination that will affect whoever will eat the food. The consciousness of the person who cooks is inside the food. I have mentioned this many times. If you taste the food you cook, you can tell what is going on in your mind. It's practical. And one day I told one devotee, I took Chanamrit. I said, who bet the date this morning? And one devotee said, check your mind. Later he came and said, I'm very, very sorry. This morning I woke late. I just jumped into the altar. I didn't chant. I said, don't do this next time. Don't do this. This place is not, I know, have ability. This place is not for that. Our ability, our knowledge, whatever we think we are, is depending on the potency of parampara. That we are following parampara system, we are chanting nicely. Then we'll be qualified to do services which can be offered to the deities and to his representative. By chanting, one would develop the quality to become addicted to hearing properly. If one who is chanting very nicely, you will hear nicely. The person is not chanting, are we hearing? It's a level. It's a level. Fatigue. our services, everything. Yeah, waving incense on the Lord's face, he will turn his face away. He's not there. The Lord is there for his devotees who are chanting his name very nicely. The Lord is there. Even if they don't know how to do it, the Lord will accept everything as offering to him. Perfect example, the rat who have been eating the ghee wheat for a long time. Taking prasadam for a long time, a rat was getting purified. It so purified that one day he was eating that, and that day happened to be the fire is still on it. As he tried to eat it, it fell on the back. Krishna placed it on the back. Even though the rat was trying to, Krishna said, "You're doing everything for me. Come back to God." That's bhakti. Because he have done the service of taking prasadam for a long time, he got purified. Krishna considered the rat was trying to remove the fire from the back. Krishna said, "He's doing everything for me." It's an offense to offer an item which already offered. But Krishna accepted that offering from the rats and liberated. The potency of bhakti comes from chanting holy name. So without japa, other processes will not have. Yes, go ahead. Nam Sankirtan is independent of other processes. Perfect. Perfect. Fully independent. Na desa kala vastatma sudyadikam pekshate kintu swatantam ivaitam nama kamita kamadam. The name of the Lord need not be chanted with regard to place, time, circumstantial conditions, preliminary self-purification, or any other factors. Rather, it is completely independent of all other processes and reward all the desires of those who eagerly chant it. From Skanda Purana, quoted in Brahma Vivarta or Jagadananda Pundit. Jagadananda? Jagadananda. Yes, Jagadananda. Who is Krishna Lila? Satyabhama. Satyabhama. Yes. The holy name of Krishna is fully independent, like Krishna himself. Krishna is independent. His name is also independent. It does not depend on anything. Our Jagya depend on so many things. To perform Jagya, the priest must be qualified, the mantra has to be very chanted, the environment has to be purified, the items also need to be purified. Everything needs to be. The holy name does not need any purification. Why? Because the name itself is a purification for everything. Approved by Sukracharya. See? Sukracharya. Sukracharya said, if you do Jagya, so many mistakes, don't forget this. You do Jagya, so many mistakes are there, mantra mistakes. It can be. In all the mistakes you do in the Jagya, all the Jagya we perform, don't forget that the moment you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, everything becomes complete. Everything becomes complete. All the errors complete. No more errors. Mistakes, no more mistakes. Everything becomes complete. Can you imagine Sukracharya speaking this? It's very important for us because if your friend glorify you, that is flattery. If your enemy glorify you, that is glorification. Because it is speaking from the heart. A friend just want to keep the friendship. She wouldn't tell you where you're wrong. The enemy will tell you the things we needed to know. They are told by enemy. Shukracharya is speaking this, he glorifying the holy name. This is very important for all of us. Yes. Next. Move forward. Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Smaranam is not possible without Sankirtan. Very important. In his song Vaishnava K, who is a Vaishnava? Srila Bhaktivedanta, Srila Saraswati Thakur says, Kirtana Prabhabe Smarana Oibe Sakali Bhajana Nirijana Sambhava. Internal remembrance, Smarana, can occur by the power of Kirtan, and only then is solitary Nirijan service possible. It's very interesting for us to know, because there was a discussion. The Agamas, the Vedas, they were having a discussion. One day Gokumara visited there, they were discussing. They were trying to talk nonsense. That people lie. They were speaking. Meditation is superior to japa. That is the nonsense. Meditation is superior to japa. Because japa is not among the working senses. It's not among the working senses, knowledge acquiring senses. Meditation is among, because the mind is engaged. Therefore, meditation is superior. See, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, meditation, remembrance is possible only when there is kirtan. Without kirtan, what are we going to meditate on? The kirtan will reveal Krishna, will show one Krishna. The holy name has Krishna inside, and all the persons of Krishna, they are inside the holy name. By chanting the holy name alone, all the persons of Krishna, including Krishna himself, will be revealed. Even if you don't do anything, just chant the holy name alone, you see everything complete. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said the holy name alone can render all benedictions to human beings, all benedictions to human beings alone. He didn't say two, only alone. Can render all benedictions. So, chanting the holy name includes everything. Everything. It will give us material things. It will give us Brahma realization. It will give us Goloka Bhajan. Complete. So we should know how to chant. We should learn how to chant. We should have a goal for chanting. Next. Reflection, yes. Reflection. We have been speaking so much. Now let us say, let's take a few moments to reflect on how our spiritual lives would be different if there were no processes of Nam Sankirtan. What do you think our life would be if we don't have holy name to chant?
No life, Gurudev.
No life.
Be Maya.
Maya. No life. Maya.
Flawless.
Our material desire will never vanquished.
Material desire will continue to increase.
Boring.
Yes, Radharani want to speak.
You be Maya doing all
Maya.
kind of things in the material world. Drinking and eating garbage.
Always sinful life. That's correct. Yes.
It will be
That's
dry, Gurudev.
very dry. Very dry. Frustrating.
Ignorant.
Yeah. Yes. So, for those who are making advancement, for those who are making advancement in the Krishna consciousness, just miss one day chanting and see how miserable you feel. You feel very incomplete. Something is missing. Something terribly missing. You be completely unbalanced. Just like if someone has leftover rounds and not completed, is something which I have not done today. Something is missing in the life. That is for those who are chanting nicely and they're making advancements. It will be very, very uncomfortable until the dance is completed. Yes. Yeah, then you can feel at home. Yes. I'm not complete. Complete. Therefore, the holy name is everything. Good. The holy name is everything. We should make the holy name our best friend, our best companion, our best treasure. Something we cannot do without. The life. It's our life. The life breath, the life air. Something we can't do without. We cannot do without air. That is how our life in Krishna consciousness should take us up to that point when we cannot do without chanting. If I'm chanting, somebody is coming to me, immediately my mind, my attitude will change towards anybody. Why, who is this person? Why is he coming? Why is he coming? Don't come to me. Go and do what is necessary. That's the time I neglect somebody in my life. I never neglect anybody, but that's the only time I will neglect somebody who comes to church. I will not listen to you. Because I know your enemy. You're going to come and waste the time for nothing. So it's a very important thing we are doing, and we should know how important this thing is. Very important. The name has come all the way from Koloka here to come and help us, to take us out. So we should take shelter of the holy name. All right? Sankirtan,
Yes.
the holy name pleases Lord Krishna. From the definition of bhakti, bhakti means to serve Sri Krishna favorably, to please him. Tata chaivo tamam loke tapa Sri Hari Kirtanam kalo juge vise sena Vishnu prityai samacharet. In this way, the most perfect penance to be executed in this world is a chanting of the name of Lord Sri Hari. Especially in the age of Kali, one can please the Supreme Lord Vishnu by performing Sankirtan. What will happen to us if we have lived a pleasing life to Krishna? What will be our experience? If you please Krishna with our life, how our life will be? Morose?
Pleasing.
Disappointing? Frustrated? Depressed? No. If you please Lord Krishna, Krishna will please you. That's natural. Make someone happy, you'll be happy yourself. So if you make Krishna happy by chanting, Lord Krishna, do you like your name? Like your name? So Krishna doesn't like his name? Krishna doesn't like his name? Does
Like,
Krishna like his name?
like,
So if you call Krishna's name, what will he do?
he will answer you.
You're very happy with her. Who is that calling my name? Who is that? Because someone's name, you listen. And if you call Krishna's name with affection, Krishna will sit with you. Yeah, name. Krishna will sit with us in Japa to hear his name. And Krishna is pleased means our life has become successful. Let us give attention to the name. Sankirtan can please Sri Krishna. The only way one can please Lord Krishna. This is from Bhakti Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami. Yes. Next, the nature of Nam. Harinam. What is the nature of the holy name? Krishna has invested all his energies in the holy names. Nam Nama Kari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis. Nija Sarva Shaktis. Tatar Pita Niyamatas. Marene no Kala. O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, in the holy name, there is all good fortune for the living entity. And therefore, you have many names, such as Krishna and Govinda, by which you expand yourself. You have invested all your potencies in those names, and there are no hard and fast rules for remembering them. There is no hard and fast rules. What does that mean? What is the meaning of that? We have 10 offenses to avoid it, right? What is that? It's not rules. So what is the meaning that there's no hard and fast rules in chanting the holy name?
We can chant anytime needed.
Okay. Thank you.
We can chant any place at any place.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
We can chant Gurudev in any impure condition without considering our external internal purity.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
We
Even
can chant even in a car.
Very good. Yeah. Even in a car.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Like even pronunciation is not of that importance. Like
Yeah.
your bhava should be with pure bhava and attitude we should chant.
Yes. The Bengalis will say Krishna. The Bengali, Krishna. And then some people do have a re in their alphabet, Hale. So you say Hale. So Krishna knows, my name is calling. Krishna knows. You get you get purification by chanting that. Very good. Very good. This is
Any
preaching.
race, any class.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Very good. This is preaching technique. Preaching technique. This is preaching technique. Encouraging everybody to come in. We don't give a child a solid food. We give a liquid food. When the child develops a certain state, then they can give solid food. So to encourage other people to appreciate Christian consciousness and also come inside to practice, we say this one: no hard and fast rules. Anybody can participate. Anybody. So when people come inside and do some service, take some prasadam, they get purified, then we can tell them how to chant properly. Chant properly. So it is not a mistake that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used this word. Not a mistake. It is deliberate. This is preaching. When we are preaching in public is different. We are preaching inside is different. And devotees are already used to what we are doing. They can listen to what we are doing and give and have a good understanding and appreciate. So we give a very stringent law to help people make advancement. Sit properly, chant nicely. Don't sleep while we are chanting. If you have sleeping, stand up, to walk around, be active. Do some sacrifice, you sacrifice something. In case I would appreciate that and will help us. So the name of Krishna has everything. That's everything. And Krishna said, this is Bhagavatam 6:249. The Prabhupada put Vishnu Chakrabarti purport inside. The Krishna is saying, this person has called my name. Therefore, it is my duty to give the person all protection. Just imagine that. Jamila, what name was he chanting? It was Namabas. He chanted, not pure name. But Krishna said, it is my name he called. Right? It's them. It's my name he called. Therefore, I have to give him protection. It's Krishna promise. Is not encouraging? Is not encouraging? Did you say like that?
Very encouraging. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Encouraging.
Is it like that for puja? If you do puja, do you find this statement there? No. It is not there. Actually, puja is giving bribe. Not doing the right thing, bribe. Chanting the holy name is love. They're showing love and appreciation. That is the difference. a person who gives bribe doesn't want to do the right thing. You want to patch something which is wrong. But intelligent person, if your tire is leaking, go and purchase a new tire. Better than to patch it. Patching is a puja. Buy a new tube, buy a new tire. That is Nam Jagya, the holy name. So those who do japa, they are doing the right thing. Krishna will not forget. Krishna will not forget. He's chanting my name. It's my duty to protect him. It's Krishna's vow. That is his determination to protect devotees who are chanting his name. Even though it is not a pure name, even though it is not our intention to call him, but somehow the name is being chanted. Krishna said, it's my name he called. It is my name. So my duty is to give him protection. That is how sweet Krishna is. Next. Harinam is non-different from Krishna. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Puruna Suddho Nitya Mukto Abhinatwan Nama Namino. Abhinatwan Nama Namino. There's no difference between Krishna and his name. Not different. They are the same. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said there is difference. There is different. What do they call it? Ah, okay. Let's see. Yes. Yes. It is here. Thank you. Yes. The holy name of Krishna is transcendentally blissful. Yes, Nam Chintamani. Nam Chintamani. Blissful. It bestows all spiritual benediction, for it is Krishna himself. Yes. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. The reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete. Purna. Yes, complete. And it is the form of all transcendental mellows. Krishna's name is always liberated. Nitya Mukta. And spiritual. It is never conditioned by the laws of material nature. This is because the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Bhaktivinoda. This is Bhakti Rasamrit. Yeah, Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. Now let's go to what Bhaktivinoda Thakur said. Taking it to another level. Nam Nami Beda Noi Bedera Wachan. Tebu Nama Nami Ohote Adikara Purun. It is the declaration of the Vedas that the holy name of the Lord and the Lord himself are not different. Yet still, the holy name is more merciful than the Lord himself. Vacha and Vachaka. That's what I want to do. Vacha and Vachaka. That's what I'm looking for. That is Saranagati. Saranagati. Yes, Lord Krishna himself, the form, the personality, and Krishna, the name. The name is more merciful. I'll give example many times. Everyone chant the holy name. Everyone chant the holy name. How many people do daily worship? Only few people go to the altar, but everybody will chant the holy name. It means what? The name is more merciful than the name himself. Very, very merciful. Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, if we offend the name and take shelter of Krishna, you know, delivered. If you offend Krishna and take shelter of the holy name, you'll be delivered. That's how powerful the holy name is. So we are doing something which is great, which is not complaint. So it is true that we are fortunate to have the shelter of the name. And Srila Prabhupada made our fortune. He created our fortune for us. So we're eternally a debtor to Srila Prabhupada, what he has done in our life. Next. Question, yeah, this is time to check the test of our hearing. Why is Nam Sankirtan considered such a powerful process of transformation? Indicate whether the following statements are true or false. Why is Nam Sankirtan considered such a powerful process of transformation? Why? What makes the name so powerful like that? One, because Harinam is non-different from the Supreme Lord Krishna. True or false?
True. True.
True. True.
True, Gurudev.
True.
Yes. All of you should be truthful living. Yeah. Because Mahaprabhu said that it is the most potent among the 9.
True.
True.
True, Gurudev.
True.
True, Maharaj.
Very good.
True, true.
Because Haranam is only chanted in temple.
False.
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 False. False.
Chanted
you.
them.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Because Haranam is so easily accessible and is very merciful.
True, Maharaj.
True, Gurudev. True.
Thank all of you. You are good listeners. Thank you. Your path
Very
to
good.
Goloka is getting wider and wider open. Okay,
Hari Bol.
let's continue. Yes, you see how we're progressing? How to develop connection with Harina. Developing. Is it important? Is it important?
Very
Yes,
important.
Gurudev, very important.
Very
Very
good.
important.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Our desire is that all of us here will develop.
Harinam.
Connection with Harinam.
Yes, connection with Harina. Let us develop connection. Holy name. Spiritual connection. Yeah, this is spiritual connection. The gopis do not engage in Sankirtan only when circumstances are conducive. Very important. When performing special services for him, like making gallants, they chant his names and glories always, in all situations. While describing the autumn rasa dance, Parasaramuni says in the Vishnu Purana, Rasa Geyam Jago Krishno Yavattarayata Dvani Sadhu Krishneti Krishneti Avatadvi Punam Jagu. While Krishna sang a Ras dance song in a resonant voice, the gopis congratulated him and redoubled their chanting of Krishna, Krishna. So the gopis, they eternally chant at all times, in sleep, in wakefulness, at all times, they constantly chant the name Krishna 24 hours. Their tongue constantly vibrates. the gopis, they offer prayer to Krishna. How many senses we have in our body? How many senses we have in our body? How many senses we have in our bodies? At least few. How many?
11.
5, 11. Yes, yes, correct. Correct. The gopis pray to Krishna. Let all the senses we have in our body become eyes. Eyes. So that we can see Krishna without blinking. Then we're looking at that. We're looking at that prayer. We look at the prayer, then we also make our prayer. May the Lord count the hairs on my body, from the head to the toe, all the hairs on my body. I pray the Lord, Krishna will make it eyes. All the senses, including the hairs in the body. If Krishna will make it eyes and the tongue to see and chant the holy name of Krishna. That's the nature of God. Therefore, Krishna gave them a special place far away from Vaikuntha. because they are exceptional devotees. What Krishna manifested in Goloka, it does not manifest it anywhere, including Vaikuntha. So everything is reserved for the gopis. The two eyes not enough. They want all the senses to become eyes to see Krishna. Let every single hair in our body become eyes and tongues, so we can see and chant Krishna's glories. This is a prayer. That's our desire. Krishna. Yes. The gopis, they went, they left their house taking their pictures very early in the morning. They left the house to the bank of Jamuna. They sat there from morning till night. They came back to the house without facing the water. They are self-forgetful, not just self-surrounded. They are self-forgetful. They didn't remember to fetch water. What made them to forget fetching water? Because they didn't see water, only Krishna. Only Krishna. That is their nature. So Krishna told the gopis, see, my dear gopis, separation between us does not exist. Doesn't exist. All right. By not minimizing the process given to us, we should understand that the yajna for this age include congregational chanting in front of the deities, jap, bhajans, and harinam sankirtan. By diving deeper into the idea of calling on Krishna's name, we can make this aspect of the spiritual world more of a reality for us. In these pictures of Lord Chaitanya, we always see drums, karatas, singing and dancing. Basically, the spiritual world is an eternal party, and one never tires of eternal dance. Although we have different natures and inclinations, the idea is that we should always chant the holy name in all the possible ways. When we begin to minimize the most essential aspect of devotional life, we will start to substitute them with other forms of sense gratification and become again attracted to sensual stimulation. Srila Prabhupada has passed these specific formulas down through the Vaishnava line for a very special reason. The process works. When we minimize the process, we will gradually minimize different aspects of devotional life, and soon we will lose the taste to see the deity or to engage in any congregational activity. That is happening. What is making a devotee to drag the 16 round from morning till night? What is making a devotee to do? We are considering other activities to be more important than the name. We are having our priority, which is not the name. Therefore, we will go for other things which we consider to be the priority and forgetting the name, which is the most important thing. And the name will be dragging from morning till night, and sometimes the next day. Sometimes you hear devotee, if I don't complete my 69, what should I do? Tomorrow I can chant the remaining balance to add to complete what I've chanted today. You can do like that, but you should know that you are not doing the right thing. Yes, you are not doing the right thing. The right thing is that the 16 rounds will be completed before 7:30 in the morning. And you will see that you have a long day to do so many things. Make experiment and see. And if you don't complete it, you will see that you have no time. Because time is not our property. Time is Krishna. So you don't have Krishna. How will we have time? Only devotees have time. All right? That is
Yes.
from the teaching, especially about the church. Go on. And by following together guidelines to engage in Harinam Sankirtan, and by developing a conducive attitude to be continued tomorrow, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram.
Hare Hare.
Thank you very much, Maharaj.
Questions or comments? Okay, Romi Yunel. Romi Mela.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Devi.
Maharaj, I'm very fortunate that I logged in today to have your darshan.
Thank you.
Today is such a
You were
blessed day. Maharaj, I have a question. I have two questions. Can I ask them?
Yes. Please go ahead.
One question is, Maharaj, many times devotees gives us example that you can manage your work life and household things as gopis have managed. They were also actually remembering Krishna all the time and they're managing their family. But we see such instances as been described in today's class that they sometimes used to forget to do the things like they used to forget to take care of their families and their works. So how would we read if we do also such things? Then it will be dangerous for us. So how would we take it? Like these two things seem to be opposite.
Thank you very much for that thoughtful question. Ekadasi Brat, maybe would you like to say something? We are experienced God sister, so let's hear some wisdom from her. It's a contribution. Yes, go on. We're not hearing you.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure. My first thought was that we're not most likely if I
Are you close to my mic? Because
hear me?
I think it's better than before.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So was the question that about being careful that if we start to take our Krishna consciousness seriously, that we neglect our other things that is? Can you hear me? Hare Krishna?
Not very clear. Not very clear.
Haribol, Haribol.
Okay, I think it's better. Better than before. No, we are not hearing at all. We're not. You're muted.
Okay. Is that better? Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. I had it connected to the speaker and I think
Okay.
that was interfering.
Yes.
I'm not sure that I heard the question fully. Was it that what would happen if we become so serious in our Krishna consciousness that then we neglect our families? Was that the gist of the question?
Yeah, her question was that we have been told that the gopis were also married and they were doing their household duties nicely and doing their Krishna consciousness at the same time, simultaneously. But now we have had that the gopis were self-forgetful. So, right? We're self-forgetful. So
We also do that in our.
So if you also do like that, it may be dangerous for us.
Yeah. Okay. I think yeah, I mean, for me, that's not something that I have to worry about right now because I'm nowhere near that level. But I mean, I could use that as kind of a rascally way, to get out of doing what I need to do. But I guess one thing that comes to mind is the story about when the woman she has the paramour, and so at home she does everything very nicely. So for most of us, or especially for myself on that level, then we just have to see that, okay, I'm taking care of my family. That is my service, and I do that to the best of my ability. And that's the way that I will please my spiritual master and please Krishna. Yeah, and as I become more advanced, then then that service is going to become even better, because I'm not going, especially of course if my family are devotees, I'm not going to neglect them. And even if they're not devotees, because if I'm becoming advanced, then they're also going to benefit from that.
Thank you very much. That is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Yes, I would like to add something that everything has a beginning. So we have to begin from the beginning by trying to do everything. Yes, the gopis, they also married, but they were managing everything. So we should take that example so that we don't give an excuse of, oh, this household thing not possible. All the brahmachari needs can do it. I cannot do. So that is rule out. Yeah, they were married, they were doing everything. Not that we are competing and say, well, they got it, but we are taking the example that Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, as we are doing our material duties, we should also do our spiritual duties. So we don't neglect either part, either side. Then we will gradually make a progress, advancement to come to that topmost platform. That is a very high level, to become self-forgetful. That we don't remember anything else, only Krishna. We have to start from the beginning. So it is not a blunder. It is not an offense. If you follow their footsteps and then also come to that level, that means you will join them very soon in Goloka Vrindavan.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Maharaj, I have one more question.
Yes.
Maharaj, after following you and I've learned so much about chanting, and I also tried my level best. The way you tell, like I now started doing chanting by standing. So I complete my 16 rounds, and what happened now? Like earlier, while sitting, I used to do okay chanting. Like in few occasions, definitely I used to feel sleepy. But now it has become like when I stand, then only I can do good chanting. When I sit, and so like it is like that, then I feel more sleepy now. So maybe I'm used to standing now, but how it is like I'm not able to understand. Like we should always chant while standing. Like while sitting, I'm feeling more sleepy now as compared to earlier time because I'm used to standing and chanting, following and getting inspiration from you, Maharaj. So this is
Yes.
becoming not
mm,
everywhere be able to stand and
Sitting is good, but it is not good if we're sitting and sleeping. So we have to make alternative by standing. So you stand and chant, so you can be more active and then concentrate. That is a Krishna has given us intelligence. So whatever works for us to do our Krishna consciousness nicely, we should adopt the process. So if so if the mind excuse me, if the mind convinces us that now you should not sit down again, no problem. So keep chanting. So chant. So the Papa does that. He walks from this corner to that corner and he come back. He does that regularly, especially when he had to do his japa, he had to do translation. So he had to keep away. So he move around and do japa. So I saw that because I sleep little and I eat little, so the body get weak and with all other things that we carry on the head. So many other things you carry on the head, all anxiety from all directions you carry on the head. So it has effect in the body. Therefore, we have to make effort to please to not to let Krishna understand that we are doing something which shows that we are making effort. When Krishna sees the effort we are making, then he will make it happen. He will help us. So stand and chant. Move around and chant. Make sure we complete our chanting nicely. Otherwise, we're going to spend more than 2 hours to chant Sisiran, and even more than that, the 2 hours will not make it complete. We have to drag it to the evening and drag it to the next day. It's a disrespect to the holy name. It's a disrespect that we have no attraction for the name. We have no respect for the name. It shows by our attitude towards dragging the name for the whole day. Doesn't look nice. You should appreciate. So please stand up and keep chanting and complete it. And you will make it.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Yes, Ranangi Radha and Kanchan Mishra. Ranangi Radha Devi.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, yes, Gurudev. It is a comment about the first question. As Mataji told, what I feel that when we have to do two duties, like, so priority becomes changed. You want to do more services for Guru and Gauranga, and simultaneously you do your duties, but your priority becomes changed. You are more interested to do your services in the temple and for Guru, and then you manage your house duties like that.
Thank you.
That is my observation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
How many rounds should a child chant that's not initiated?
That's me. What is your age now? How old is
7.
7. So we chant 7 rounds. 7 rounds. Yes. So we chant 7. All right. Are you hearing me?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Kanchan, Mr.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, please accept my most humble obeisances. Gurudev,
Thank you
my
very much.
question is that if you told in the class that if you want to improve the quality of japa, then try to appreciate devotees.
Yes.
Gurudev, can you little bit more elaborate what is appreciating devotee? Because in our home we are not finding these things. So if you elaborate some little more, then it will be clear, Gurudev.
If you go to Goloka, what are you going to do there? Go to Goloka. Go and ask Krishna where is a place for Gorakhpur devotees. I want the Gorakhpur devotees. What is the section for Gorakhpur devotees? What is the section for the Tamil? I'm coming from Gujarat. What is the section for Gujaratis? Now that I'm from Canada, what is the place for Canadians? Those mentality does not exist there. What exists there is everyone, everyone is eternally consciously connected with Krishna. See the gopis, they all went together and they sat together to discuss Krishna consciously. They were not separate. Srimati Rane did not take some gopi, go and hide somewhere and start discussing. They all sit in one place to talk. Means what? It's a team. It's a teamwork. If we don't appreciate the devotees, we are not going to make it, because the mentality is that Krishna is not alone, and devotees should not also be alone. We are with Krishna. We are with Krishna, so we wanted to work as a team together. So when we come together, we should come together to appreciate each other. We should not come together to come and say this person don't like me, this person doesn't like me, and this will delay our progress. If you have this mentality, our progress will be delayed. And we cannot avoid offenses. To be successful in Christian consciousness in our japa, we have to be free from making offenses. How are we going to be free from offenses when we don't appreciate each other? It is very, very easy for us to make offense when we don't appreciate. If you appreciate somebody, you will value that person and you will have respect for the person. You will never misuse the person, you will never abuse the person, you will not make offense to the person because you will appreciate. So it's important. It is important for us. We're talking of avoiding offenses without offenses. How are we going to do without offenses if you don't value other devotees? It's not possible. Therefore, we should respect other devotees and treat everyone nicely. It's very important. All right, Aishwarya Prabhu, Anne Sonali. Aishwarya Prabhu and Sonali.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you, Gurudev, for this wonderful class. Actually, I had a question. So please accept my humble obeisances before I ask the question. Guru Maharaj, I have a question that when I was in my college, I used to be with a devotee. He was interested in getting Mayavadi Sayujya Mukti. But he was doing exact same activities that devotees do. He will get up early in the morning, chant Lord Ram names, and then he would be doing deity worship after that, and he will be hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and everything. It will look like he's doing all that activities as a devotee. And I told him that what you're doing is chanting and it is actually pleasing the Lord. So you please continue. So, but then he said, what do you think about this pleasing the Lord? He's already pleased. What your chanting will do to please? He's already a reservoir of pleasure. So what your chanting can make a difference. He said that we are doing bhakti so that we can make our way towards liberation and not to please the Lord. So, Guru Maharaj, when people are doing similar activities but they have this kind of a mentality, why does it come? I mean, why does it look like they are devotees but they are really doing it differently? And I could not answer. I could not answer what I could not answer him that. I mean, when he said that Lord is already pleased, what your chanting will do, even I got confused. What should I say?
So if the Lord is pleased, will he become displeased if you chant his name? Will he become displeased? I'm already displeased. Why are you disturbing me? The Lord will say like that. We already mentioned that the Lord is happy when we call his name. So he'll be happy. They are doing the same thing. They do deity worship, they do japa, but they don't have the same consciousness. That's the problem. They are thinking that if you do deity worship is a means to attain Brahman. So when you attain Brahman, deity has no value. There's no more form. You become Brahman, just light, which is very, very offensive. It's an offensive mentality. They are called aparadis. So we want to be very careful with them because their consciousness is different, completely polluted. We want to increase the Lord's pleasure by calling in his name. If you're really satisfied with us, yes, we should increase it. Have you ever refused somebody giving you donations? Have you ever refused? No, you have given me now, so why give me again? Oh, take it away. I don't want. Do we do like that?
No.
Give me more. Give me. Give me. So what about? It's unlimited, so that no one can completely satisfy him. He needs more. So you should call him regularly. But in love, not with envy. All right, Sonali Devi.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Thank you.
Maharaj, my question was, what is sincere chanting? Sometimes I wake up even early, chant rounds and chant more rounds throughout the day, but still I don't feel that the quality of my japa is good. So I want to know what is sincere chanting.
Sincere chanting means that you're not expecting anything from the Lord. Just chanting to please him, to make him happy. That is sincere chanting. I want to please him by chanting his names. I want to please him by doing some service for him. I want to please him by this. That is sincere service. That is sincere chanting. And he'll be pleased. Even if you are feeling that you have not done anything, don't worry. Just continue. Just continue. Get up early. Continue to chant nicely. Continue to serve nicely. You will get there. Keep chanting.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Ekadasi, Nataji.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Thank you very much.
I wanted to just say something also about the question about appreciating devotees. And something that I found that helped me, because my tendency is that my mind is always looking for what is wrong, in the sense that okay, I want to try to fix it, but still it's kind of a stream of looking for what is wrong. And so something that I do to change that is, as soon as I think, oh, this devotee is doing such and such, then I always have to turn it around. And then I have to, make the effort to look to see, well, but what are they doing right though? And then gradually that becomes, practicing that, then gradually becomes that comes first, as opposed to the other way around. That becomes more important.
Right. Right. Very, very good. Very good. Thank you. In our on our meeting this year in Mayapur, so among all other things that we normally do, the end of our meetings is to come together and everybody will take microphone and say something about one devotee. Everybody will say something about this devotee, or this devotee. In this way, it helps us to think positively about the person. And in the GBC college, everybody will have a paper and a Bible. So the next person to you, because we have associated with each other for 1 year, so we have seen each other interacted. For some, we have already met other times. So the person sitting close to you, you have to say something about the person and give it to that person. He will say something about the next person. I give it to the other person. He says something. By the time the paper comes back to you, you have a full list of good qualities about you before your face. How do you feel? You feel wonderful. See, all the devotees sitting here, these are the impressions about you. It is not that they don't see other things, but what is the reason for this? Because when we start to see good things, it's only Bhattacharya Maharaj said, we should practice to become love finders. That is a process. Instead of fault finding. Fault finding, it is very, very, very easy for any person to do at any time. Just wake somebody from sleep, say, what is the bad thing in this person? Immediately, you can write the whole book. But if you say, can you tell me something good about this person? You have to, okay. I like his chanting. It will take us a long time to find something to say. So if you cultivate the attitude of saying something good about other devotees, that is a consciousness you are building for yourself, not for somebody. You are building that consciousness for yourself. And by constantly doing this, we are helping ourselves that in the middle of all this nonsense environment, we are getting out. While those who are drinking poison by constantly looking at the bad things will remain here, you are getting out. So it is important for us to think good about somebody. So thank you for that contribution. Lila Mohini Devi. Cannot hear you clearly.
Overpowering.
I
Hare
cannot
Krishna,
hear you.
Gurudev. Am I audible? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, it's better than before.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
So Gurudev, I was saying that if at all our chanting, for example, it is overpowering the other activities. For example, going to the temple, we feel that no, let's not go to the temple. Let's sit at home and chant, or maybe visiting some pastime places. So we feel okay, we'll not go. We'll just chant at peacefully. We'll chant. So is it our mind who is bewildering us by not going, or our laziness is overpowering us, or it is Maya attacking us, not allowing us to go to those places? So exactly what it is, or it is increasing taste for our holy name. What it is exactly? Because it is not whole day. It is only for a moment that way. So exactly what it is, Gurudev.
Offenses can deprive us from doing the right thing. Offenses. One of the ways to see we're making advancement is that we have a taste to visit holy places, the pastimes places of Krishna. You see, pure devotees, they have addiction to pastimes places of Krishna. And one of the ways to know self-realization has attraction. So there are times we should design to visit these holy places. There are times, yes, we do the job in the house. There are times you also go to temple to do some services to channel with other devotees. So we should do that. If you don't do it, means that some offenses is depriving us of our heritage, something which is good. So we should pray seriously so that we have the taste for doing the right thing always.
Thank you.
If I like you, I like to visit you. If I don't like you, let them win it. Oh no. If I don't go there, maybe she's not in the house. If I go there, oh, maybe she's sleeping, so I don't want to go and disturb. If you don't like a person, that is what will come to the mind. So if you like Krishna, if you like holy places, like the devotees, you will go there. Want to see devotees. Become ecstatic. Want to be, let me go and see devotees. Yes, let me go and visit this holy place. Srivas Sangam, want to go there. Let me go on it. Yes, roll on the ground. Srila Jiva Goswami did this. Let me go there and roll on the ground. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance here continuously every day. This thing happened here. So this place is eternally sanctified. Let me go there. If you're making an advancement, all this thinking will be haunting us. We want to go to these places. We want to go and take shelter. They will remind us about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Well, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Jiva Goswami there. He fell unconscious on the ground. So we want to go and remember this thing. We want to go there and pray. When will this become my own? When will this happen to me also? And the Lord revealed the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as it happened before Jiva Goswami came there. He brought everything back that they had experience there. Oh Chaitanya, when will this happen? Only Chaitanya. Oh Prabhupada, when will this happen to me? This mentality we should maintain. And this is Christian conscious mentality. Okay, thank you very much. I'm very
Gurudev.
all of you's association, and I pray that the Christian consciousness continue to expand day by day.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Shri Harinam Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Branda ki jai.
Thank you, Gurudev.
Jai. Always Zira Damdara Swami ki.
Jai.